offers the first phase of self-digital joy. You will become a self-echo in real particles. Our key is the echo to this final layer.
Feel the breeze the second I touch you. Can't say what, but there's something about you. It should be this easy. I'm alive if I'm coming closer. Standing with you, I know what this over. Be the keeper. I can finally see. I thought that I would fade, but you're a vivid wave crashing at my feet. Sun lights up your face.
And welcome to the special Anzac Day afternoon stream. I'm DJ Sean. Thanks for stopping by. This stream is all about DCS and DCS World, in particular the Mirage 2000, a French fighter from the 80s. I'm in it here right now, and I couldn't tell you what's on the wings because I have absolutely no idea. So we are learning this today. Aloha, William. Welcome. This is a little bit different from the 737. So we are sitting here in DCS World at Godata. So knowing my luck, Godata will come under attack in just a minute. But we're in the deck here learning the Mirage, which looks like a really nice, sleek unit. We have had just one of the ATC guys come on and say, hey, come and jump on Discord and I will show you how to fly it, which is really nice. So I might jump into that. I'm on through the Inferno server for anyone that is unaware. Hey, Tricky, good mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too shabby. So, Mirage, it's fairly simple actually. I'm gonna fresh start so I can do this alongside you.
I've got my throttle just to configure. I just need to put a couple more buttons on that, and then I'll be good to go in about a minute or two.
Okay, so you're still binding things up?
I've bound the stick now, just doing the throttle, and there's only like 7 or 8 things on the throttle, so it won't take me too long.
Okay, and you've got the Warthog, or?
Yeah, the Thrustmaster Warthog. Yep.
Yeah, and Chuck's guide has a recommended bindings for that. So
that's the one I think I'm on. He's the one that's on the Harrier guide and the A10 guide. Yeah.
It does on just about everything, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, well that's the guide I've got up now, so I'm just doing that. So just give me like literally a minute or two, and I'll be good to go.
Yep, that's all right. This thing is super quick to start up. If you're onto it, you can get it done in under a minute. But
wow,
probably not.
Wait,
the worst thing is INS alignment, which I've got switched off for the exact reason of it takes exactly 8 minutes and sucks.
8 minutes, wow.
So the internal navigation system, the inertial navigation system on the Mirage takes a long time to align and is a huge pain in the ass in general.
G'day, Sean. G'day, Chick.
Hey, Murph. How are you, buddy?
Good, my dude. How are you?
Good.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
All right. So we want.
I'll pop along with you guys.
Yeah. So have you left the INS navigation on? Alignment on. It's in the special settings in the game settings. Sean?
Where's the special settings?
You'll need to go out to the main menu to do it, which is kind of unfortunate. But back in desktops, then options, then special, then Mirage, and then I turn off INS alignment and options. Gyro drift, because both of them are kind of just
special
immersion.
Mirage, set TO2, disable gyro drift. INS does not require alignment. Yep, and set TOT as default fire mode. Do I want that?
Yep, that's so basically depending on what you're using. For example, with the Canon and I believe the GBUs, TOT is simply a mode of firing, kind of like single and ripple. Just leave that where it is.
Okay, so it's currently unselected by default.
Yeah. If the TOT one's unselected, just leave it because you can change it in the cockpit. It's simply like basically which is default single or ripple or something similar to that. Don't know the exact.
Okay,
that's not an important one.
All right, so I'm just loading back in now.
So it's much like the nav alignment in the A10, but takes way longer.
Yeah, I think the A10's like 4 minutes, isn't it?
This is 8, and you can get the rest of the aircraft done in about 1.5. So.
Oh wow! Okay, yep.
Yeah, I'm not waiting 8 minutes every time.
No, especially when you're like me, I crash every couple of minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mind the A10. I can stand 4 minutes because you're usually doing other stuff at the same time. But you're sitting there twiddling your thumbs, looking like a dick.
God damn it, guys! There's no Mirage 4 slots except the ATC one.
DJ, can you access the ATC slots?
Yeah, doesn't he have access to it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do.
You want to go down to a Sochi flight then, just so we can.
Yeah, I'm cool to swap if you guys need a swap.
Yeah, let's shoot down to the ATC slots. Just the first ones is fine.
I'm jumping on SRS by the way.
Yeah. We're in Discord. No one else is. So it doesn't really matter.
The first ATC one. Where am I looking? Oh yeah, there we go. Mirage. Fly.
All right, is that you? Who's that to my left?
Yeah, it should be me. All right, I just need to do the rest of this assignment. I'll be with you.
Yep. We'll just run through loadouts real quick because I think these ones form with GBUs. And
air brake.
6 people on SRS. That's not too bad.
Air brake.
3
on is going to be we are here. Air brake
on
is that.
Sochi's page 44.
Air brake off.
Vicky, you might want to let Sean run with the parachute for the drogue chute.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
I don't have any of the
Move.
don't have any of these skins, by the way, Tricky.
Autopilot standby. That's that trigger.
Did you actually enable the mod? And
Let me go. I'll go check. Let me go.
yeah,
I'll
if you
have to
didn't
assign that
enable
one.
it, it's not
Okay,
sure.
so we missed a button.
I'm
We
not
missed
sure which
autopilot
RWA is going on
standby.
anymore.
What
So
one's that?
radar,
There's the-
radar.
So they're like the tan and green.
Oh,
like,
yeah?
Standard on.
Sorry everyone for the nice boring stream here at the moment while we get set up. We've only got a couple more things to assign and then we'll be good to start trying to start this thing up.
They're absolutely enabled.
Okay, radar.
Okay, so are you not able
antenna.
to select them and select livery?
Antenna.
So let me make sure I've
Antenna
done this
up.
correct. What's
No,
DCS
wrong
ones?
side. It's that one. Radar antenna down. Radar range.
That is a strange one. I'm not sure.
Increase and decrease.
So you download the skins pack.
Perfect.
Yeah, from Dropbox,
Mhm.
and then you need to extract it. So go into your core mods.
Sorry, go into your underscore mods folder in the install,
And
and then make a new folder called
autopilot.
RAAF Mirage or whatever you want to call it.
Autopilot.
And then just extract the core mods folder
Standby
into
mode.
there. Not the contents of the core mods folder, the folder itself.
Yeah.
Done.
And then enable it in JSGME, and it should be good.
All right, buddy. We are we're ready.
Alright, first thing I'll get you to do is jump into your loadout.
Oh, hang on. So I just need to check for toe brakes. Sorry, mate. One sec. That got me on the Harrier once. I didn't assign toe brakes, and that didn't end up well.
I can imagine.
once that's done.
Access assign. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh wow, yeah, we're way off here. So okay, so we need to assign this stuff. So we don't want you. We don't want anything from you. You're clear. Rudder we want. Thrust we don't want. Throttles we don't want. Pitch from throttles we don't want. Roll from throttles we don't want. Rudder from throttles. Thrust we do. Okay, pitch.
So recently,
Thrust we don't want.
I imagine it was either Deadly or Hell sorted out
Rudder we don't
the
want.
default loadouts for the Mirage that actually come with them as well.
Okay, these are going to be computer operated fly-by-wire, so they won't work unless I whoops, have them running. What am I doing here? Cancel. Are you cool? You guys cool? I'm streaming this, by the way. I just want to check with you both.
Could not care less.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
no. I remember when Tricky used to stream and we
Dude, I get like 10 viewers in the evenings because that's when EU were around. It was good. Oh, not EU. I think it was NA mostly.
and we were fucking terrible. I remember that.
Toe brakes. Toe brakes, toe brakes, toe brakes. Wheel brakes left. We go wheel
We
brakes.
were terrible.
Oh yeah, it was back when I was crap.
There we go.
We'll fly the
Thrust.
F-15.
I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
Still don't, but you know.
Okay. So
A little bit less than.
problem there. That roll doesn't work. Oh, clear for rudder. Roll. Joystick X. So yes, yes. Rudder, rudder. Pitch, pitch. Thrust is.
Shaman says yes, that he used to fly the A4s. He's my
Alright.
best friend.
I'm good.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is go into your loadout menu. So left alt and apostrophe.
Ah, damn it. Left alt and apostrophe. I didn't know there was a shortcut for that. Actually, that reminds me. Select controls,
So you've got your loadout menu up.
communication menu, Warthog. That one. That one. Yeah, there we go. Ground crew. I do, mate. Yep.
Okay, so clear off pylons 3, 4, 6, and 7. They'll be GBU 12s and GBU 12s.
3, 4.
Lead
6,
5 with its fuel
7.
tank, the RPL 522 1300 liters.
Yep.
On 1 and 9, we want Matron Magic 2s. Those are our heat seekers.
Magic 2.
They should be on by default. And on 2 and 8, by default, should be the Matrix Super 530Ds. Those are our Fox 1s, our semi-actives.
Yep.
Now, I'd recommend clearing off Pylon 10. What that is when it's clear, it's a parachute. You shouldn't need it once you know how to land this thing. But I'd keep it on for now. I don't, because in place of it, which should be there by default, is the Eclair pod. And that is extra chaff and flare, because this thing is a little low on that by default. So once you get better at landing, definitely run the Eclairs, but just leave it, clear out number 10 for now.
Okay, cool. How many flares and chaff should I have?
You want 48 flares and 112 chaff.
Alright, done.
If you downloaded the RAAF liveries, select 110 OCU. You might not have.
No, I didn't.
Ellis did just post that. That's okay, it doesn't matter.
Damn, I'll definitely get that.
Yeah, get that after.
Request rearming.
And then request rearming. It's going to take a little bit to clear off all the stuff. This isn't the F-15. It can do it while the engine started. So, go to your warning panel on the right, and above that is a big orange switch. Main battery switch. Flick that up.
I just need to get a zoom in assigned. Hang on. Zoom in.
Yep.
Zoom, which we want to have as an axis. Zoom view. It's going to be on this guy.
Are we running the 110th tricky? Oh, we are.
Yeah, I'm running the 110s.
Oh, I see you over there.
Okay, so I've got the right panel there. I got bat rearm.
Yep, the main battery switch, the big orange one. Flick that up.
Yep, some lights lit up.
Yep. Okay, so you see below that, that's your INS panel with the number pad.
Yep.
On the right wall, there's 3 switches. The bottom one has an orange cover.
Yep.
I want you to hit the top one forwards. That's your emergency hydraulic pumps.
So the top one are those 3, the most forward one?
Yep.
Yep.
Push that forwards, the emergency hydraulic pump switch if you've got tooltips on.
Yep.
Okay, then going right back along the right console, you'll see a big orange cover. Panel of about 5 or 6 switches.
Yep.
On the right console, just further back. Have you got tooltips on?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so go to the one with the orange cover on the right of that panel, the fuel cutoff switch.
Yep.
Push that to the right.
Yep.
Then above that, the left and right engine fuel boost pump switches, push those to the right.
Yep.
Start a fuel pump switch, just left of that to the right.
The starter fuel pump switch?
Yep, push that right.
Yep.
And then lift the cover to the left of that and push the engine start switch. You'll hear it start the spool. And if you look up, you'll see the RWR on your screen on the right of the front console. Just beside that's your RPM meter. Once that hits 10%, it'll sit at 11. Push your throttle forward and then back into idle, ground idle. You'll start to hear it spool up more.
It sits at 11 RPM, did you say?
Yep, it sits there at 11. It will not go past 11 until you push the throttle out of stop. So you push your throttle forwards and then pull it back. And it'll sit in ground idle.
A bit like the Harrier.
A little bit like the Harrier, yes. So now it's spooling. So get your canopy closed just on the right, the orange lever. Right click that, pull it back.
Make sure you lock it.
We'll lock it in a bit. Don't worry about it. No,
canopy.
Until we're ready to go, basically.
Canopy position cycle, which is going.
Oh yeah, there is a parking brake. Just to the right of your seat. Black lever with a white button. I mean, you know,
where was the lock for the canopy?
So just to the right.
A little stick.
The little orange stick. Pull that back. Right click it to bring it down.
Yep.
And then you'll see above there's a prop holding it up. Little stick holding it up. Press that. It'll close it properly. And then going back to the front switch, to the switch on the right, push it forwards with left click to harmonize.
Yeah, cool. Okay, that's locked now.
Okay, so our engines should now be in idle at about 49% RPM.
Yep.
So close the start switch cover.
Yep.
And push the starter fuel pump switch to the left to switch it off. Just above that is a lighting panel. You'll see a few nubs.
How do you close that? Oh yeah, I've got the panel. I've got the little red panel closed now. Where do I need to go after that?
So just beside it, the starter fuel pump switch.
Oh, yeah, that's off.
Push that to the left. Yep. Okay. Now move up just a little bit to your lighting panel. You'll literally just the knobs above that.
Yep.
You see two-tier switches. The inner ones, push them all the way up. Those are your backlighting. And then I push the floodlights, which are the bottom tiers, just a little bit forwards. That's a preference thing.
Dashboard panel lights.
So just play with those as you like.
Oh, yeah.
Not hugely important.
Oh, yeah, copy.
And then going on the left all the way to the back, you'll see a few covered switches in orange.
Yep.
The very back one is the FPW channel 5 switch cover. Don't touch that. Move forwards one to the autopilot test switch.
Yep.
Push that to the left, and we'll let that sit for a little bit. It takes a little while to test.
Okay. Should I have a HUD at this point, or we haven't got that far?
We'll get to that.
Yep.
Moving forwards, you'll see the radar screen in the center. Just to the bottom right of that, you'll see a switch that says M at the bottom and A at the top. That is the VTB power switch. Switch that on. That'll switch on.
M at the top, A at the bottom?
Yep. Tilted is VTB power switch. Victor Tango Bravo.
I see it look like I've got a radar come up in this.
Yep. Radar controls are just left of your throttle. You'll see one big knob with the kind of V on top of it. That's the radar power selector. Right click that to push it into PCH. That's warm up.
Sorry, mate. Where am I looking for that switch?
So just left of your throttle, kind of just underneath it almost. There'll be one knob just above it. That'll say radar power selector. Big knob with the V on top. The back upside down V. Yep. Right click that once to put it into PCH mode.
Yep,
and you'll now see that on your radar screen you have a flashing P dead in the center.
I do, affirm.
That's warm up. When it's warmed up, it'll be a solid P. Then you can right click it once more to put it into SIL or warm up. Standby.
And then it's a mid mode for the next one, isn't it? The EM.
Yes.
Yeah, copy.
Yep. Going back to your autopilot test switch cover, you'll see that that's finished. So close that. If it's green, it's good.
Yep.
And then moving forward to the other side of that green button is the fly-by-wire test switch.
Yep, it's now in test mode.
Yep, push that up into test mode, let it run the same thing. We're a little bit disorganized here. I'm kind of just jumping around a little bit, but I'm trying to keep it reasonably in the same place. And so, sorry, that was, yep. So back to the radar. Just above that, you have the controls for your HUD. So just above the radar, you'll see two switches hanging down.
Maybe.
Do you see those?
Oh, yeah, I do now, yep.
Yep, the one on the left will be the HUD power switch. Right-click that to pull it towards you. You'll see your HUDs now come up.
Ah, yes, okay.
Okay, and then above that, on the
That's
right
a three-position switch?
It might be. I'm not sure what the third position is. I always just pull it towards me and it's good to go.
Okay, yep.
Just above that is the control panel. On the right, you'll see the radar altimeter power switch, which has 3 modes, test, marsh, and arret. You want to push that to M, marsh, and that's your radar altimeter on. And then above that is the radar HUD altimeter selector switch. I set that to hotel, which displays the radar altimeter directly below the barometric altimeter in the top right of your HUD. Really good for landings. The approach mode takes that.
Okay.
You'll see our radar should be warmed up, so switch that into SIL standby.
Yeah, it's still flash. Oh, yeah, there we go, yep. And then just, yep. Done.
Yep.
It's got a 40 HVR.
Yep, 40 is your range. HFR stands for something or other, but don't worry about that.
High frequency. I don't know.
I believe so, yeah.
No idea.
Your fly-by-wire test is done, so you can close that switch.
Yep.
Going to your radar selector knob, go up a little bit, you'll see a covered yellow switch. That'll be your anti-skid switch. Don't press that. That's automatically on.
Yeah.
But just left of that are three switches, the the light switches. Push them all forward one, just into dim.
Yeah.
That's all your lights, fantastic. To the left of that and up one is your taxi lights. Right click that, push it forwards one.
Yeah.
Now have taxi lights. Just above the light switches is your radio panel. So you've got two radios.
Yes.
One works on presets, and one you can either have presets or dial it in. So the very forward one, my radios aren't even on. the one more forward to the other one with the green button on it. The power selector beside the green button, switch that to, I believe that's M, the top left option. The UHF mode switch, put that to the top left.
Yep, okay.
That preset 1.8. Although now that I say that 01 is also 251, it used to not be. 1.8 and 01, 251F AM.
You're losing me with the 08 and stuff, mate. Sorry.
1.8. Sorry, those are your presets. So the preset knob, once you've set UHF mode, switch to M or the top left. You'll see beside that there's a UHF knob with a bunch of presets, kind of like how the Russian craft do it.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah. Preset 1 and preset 1.8 are both 251. So just leave it on 1. You're on 251 now. If you have your SRS overlay open, you'll see that. Yep, that's the one. Going to the radio below that.
On that button. Oops, I just broadcast that too.
I'll let you
No,
work that
damn
one
it.
out. I'll let you work that one out.
Give me one sec here, buddy. That's gonna.
Yeah, that's all good.
Don't know how that happened.
Might be some defaults.
Okay, problem sorted.
Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. Moving on to the radio below that.
Yeah.
I want you to put the left. So you see the readout of the frequency.
I see a little switch to the left, which is on AR by, I think it's pointed to AR.
Push it forwards to PAL, not PAL plus G. I think it's just PAL plus someone else. So
yeah,
the
so
second switch
129.
along. And then to the right of that is the preset mode selector. Switch that to M. That'll switch it on. Leave the power switch to 5 watts.
M.
And then you can use
the M. Which one to M?
So you've set the one that was on AR to PAL, moving across to the UVHF manual preset mode selector.
Oh yes.
Yep, switch that to M.
Oh yep.
Leave the one in between that up, just leave it where it is, and you can now use the barrels to dial in a select frequency. We'll use 259er for in-flight. That's 259er megahertz. Just run a radio check for you to make sure you're on it.
DJ Sean radio check.
5x5.
Alright, fantastic. Easy as that. Now, a few other things to do. So you see, looking up from the radio panel, you see a clock, and just left of that is kind of a box just on your left window.
See a clock, a box on my left window. Yep. AFM, yep.
Yep, so the orange switch, right-click it once to push it up. You'll see you now have the number of chaff and flare.
Yep.
I've gotten it clear, so mine's reading 130 and 58. Yours might be reading something different. It will be reading something different if you've got the parachute on.
I got 130 and 58 as well.
Okay, that just means you've got the eclair pod on, so you have to be a little more careful on landing.
Should be right.
Main runway in Sochi's super long, and this thing's really good at just braking, so you'll shoot.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so moving over to our right panel now. Remember where I said the INS was with the keypad?
Yep.
Do you see just a little below that, a couple panels down, the VOR, ILS, and TACAN?
I do, yes.
One above that, you should see a row of 4 switches.
Yep.
Push them all, the BR power switch, the RWR power switch, the D2M power switch, and the decoy release mode switch into M, the center.
Yep.
That switches all your countermeasures on. And then beside that, to the right of that, is a selector between 1 and 10. Those are your presets for programs.
Yeah.
You have program and panic. Panic is a preset when you don't really know what you're being fired on by. But if you do know what you're being fired on by ahead of time, you can have a preset to dispense a certain amount of chaff and flare. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I know that 5 is single flare, and 1, 2, and 3 are BBR modes, with the difference being the number of cycles. So those will just dispense chaff. I'd leave it on 1 and just, yeah. So 5 for flares and 1, 2, and 3 for BBR chaff. I don't remember the other ones.
Okay.
Just right. I usually use the panic anyway, the panic release, just because I usually don't know what I'm being fired on by. But if you do know, it's good to know.
Okay, copy.
Just right of that is those 3 switches against the wall. The orange covered one is the pitot heat switch. Push that forwards. That's pitot heat on. I'm still getting gain on my warning panel.
Yeah, same here.
Something I've forgotten. It should switch itself off by the time. I've had issues sometimes where it takes until we're like on the runway for it to switch off. That's not one that's hugely important. A few of the things. We'll set our instruments. So, okay. So going to the radar screen, you see to the right of it a little panel just below the compass.
Yep.
That's your. Is it? I think it's the PPA. Either that or the PCA. I can check in just a second. That's your PPA, your Papa Alpha. That's essentially kind of a weapons programmer in a way. What I want you to do is you see 3 buttons on the top. One of them is labeled mag and has a P above it. Switch that off. Make sure, so press it so that the P goes away.
Done.
So what that is the standby for your magics. The magics have a pretty limited shelf life when the nose is heated up. So we tend to switch it off until fence in. The S530s do not have that problem, so the one to the left of that missile, the MIS, leave that on, leave that heated up.
Okay.
Shouldn't need to touch anything else on that panel, unless you get into ground attack. To the left of the radar is your selector, as your PCAC, your kind of weapon selector. The big yellow-orange switch in the top left is your master arm, and you'll see that changes the readouts as well as changes some stuff on your in-game stick.
Yep.
The bottom row is your pylon selector, so you've got the Magics, you've got the S530s, and you've got RP, which is your centerline tank. To drop something, you want to set the master arm to on, so up. Then just below that is a covered switch, selective jettison switch. Put that left. Select the pylon you want to jettison. You can't jettison your Magics, but you can jettison your 530s and your centerline, and then simply hit weapon release. So I'll run you through that once more. Once we're in the air, I need to drop our tanks. So leave the master arm off for now. When your master arm is off, you'll see in the middle of the top one, there's the APP button. That's PCA button 3. That's our approach mode, which we'll use for landings.
Okay, yeah.
Mike. You just double check your gain switches off on your warning panel.
Affirm.
Should be. Okay, so go back to your PPA, where the magic warm-up was, and above that's your compass. The right button, the HSI mode selector switch on that thing, left-click that once to put the mode into CV nav, which is true heading versus magnetic. Because EWRS and all that gives it in true heading, so there's a 6-degree difference.
This is above. This is on the right-hand side above the press test button switch.
Yeah.
Okay,
directly above that is a little knob. Left-click that once. You'll see the little selector in the middle of the compass. Go to CV nav.
Oh, yes.
That's true heading. The QFE for today, what's the height of the runway? 98 feet. Okay, so going left to your altimeter, set that to 1006. That's not for the runway, but we'll just use radar for ground stuff.
Yep.
So set that to 1006. That's the sea level today. We'll set a cruising altitude at 30,000 feet. So if you go left 1, that's your speed. Yes, it is. It's your knots. So just left of your altimeter, and then up 1, you'll see a little readout that just says 00000. Just left of the first knob, set that up to 3. That leaves our cruising altitude at 30,000 feet. One of the autopilot functions is to set to a preset altitude. You have to be very close to it to set it, though.
Okay, copy.
So we have to be basically 20 feet off, and then we'll just correct that last 20 feet or so, which is a bit silly, but it works. Okay, I've got nothing on my warning panels, and I'm almost certain I've got everything set up.
Nose wheel steering.
Nose wheel steering before we go, press that. So going down, just above your radio, there's a little, you see a gear lever there. To the right of that is the gun arm safe switch. And below that, the fly-by-wire gain mode switch cover.
So where are we looking here, buddy?
So where your gear lever is, just above your radio.
Yeah.
Yep. To the right of that is a fly-by-wire gain mode switch cover. It's a black switch covered in an orange cover.
Yep.
Never touch that. That's an emergency use only. You will almost certainly lose control of your craft if you touch that.
Oh yeah, I read about that switch. That's what you do to do flat spins or something.
Yep. Basically, if it's in a flat spin, use it. Otherwise, you're probably going to cause a flat spin.
Yeah.
Above that is your gun arm safe switch. You can't use your guns unless all your pylons are deselected. So if we go ahead to our PCA, our weapon selector panel, and just select the magics, for example, you'll see the button now has an S on it. That means the pylon is selected.
Yep.
My magics have heated up. Whoops, we're going to have to switch that off again. So go to your PPA to the right. And
yes, I've turned it back off. Yep.
My bad. Should have done that. Should have done the S530s. So that's, so you have to now press that again to deselect the pylon, unless you've already done that, and then you can switch the guns up. To the right of the fly-by-wire gain mode switch cover is your G limiter. That is now down and in air to ground mode. That'll artificially limit the amount of Gs we can pull to ensure that we don't rip our pylons off. Once our fuel center line is just about empty, it'll be light enough that we can push it up into air to air mode. If you flick that switch up into air to air mode, you'll see on your warning panel you now have a conf light that's come up.
For config or something?
Yep, for config. That means you're in the wrong config. You simply need to flick the switch. Yep, the air to air mode only works with the missiles, the 4 air to air missiles on the pylons, and an empty center line or no center line.
Okay, copy.
So we'll use that after we drop our tanks, or once the tank is empty, switch up. Got the audio warning reset in the top left of your center panel. And below that is a readout of the current frequencies you're on.
Oh, where was that, mate? Sorry, top left?
Yeah, top left is probably a yellow pan.
Oh, yeah.
Notifying you that there's a warning. You can switch that off, doesn't matter. Below that is your frequency readout, and to the left of that is your autopilot panel. So going from left to right is the autopilot master, auto altitude hold, selected altitude hold, which is where we set the 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
And I believe the last one is approach hold. It does auto land, kind of. I've never tried it and wouldn't want to personally. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go. Yeah.
Just checking the HUD for a second. Yep. So I've just got I've got my flight vector in the middle. I've got 0.00 in a box underneath that. I've got a horizontal line going across through the vector. I've got the compass ribbon on top. I've got a 100 and a 0H in the top right-hand corner.
Yep, top right-hand corner. The 100 is your barometric altitude, and the 0 is your radar altitude.
Yeah, cool.
Once we get moving, speed will show up in the top left.
Oh, cool. Okay, I was going to wonder where that was. All right, cool.
Okay. One thing I'd recommend you get set up if you haven't already is your seat height. We'll need that for landing. So you can just an up and down with your seat height switch.
Yeah, it looks. I think I'm good.
Okay. Is your parking brake on real quick? Just so I can.
How do I tell? I've jumped on the brakes. So
so go to your seat. Look down to the right is a black lever with a white knob right at the back on the right. Just pull that up, and that's your parking brake.
Push it down.
Yeah, pulling it up switches it on. Yeah. It will have a warning panel on your warning panel.
Okay, park. It's now down.
Okay, down as it's off. That's good. Obviously need that to go. So going back to your fly-by-wire gain limiter panel, there's a selection of lights above that. 3 greens are obviously 3 gear down.
Yep.
And above that, there's a blue light that says DRAV. When that's lit, your nose wheel steering is on.
Yep.
So whatever your nose wheel steering button is, make sure that's blue. The frying button is your parking brake, I think. Double check that.
I think it's just when you got brake pressure, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brake pressure in general, so toe brakes will do the same thing. And I actually don't remember what all the other lights are, because I've never had to worry about them. So we're pretty much good to taxi here. We'll taxi it on to 3-3. Trek bit, I believe. For the wind, it's the active one. Sorry, I'm down to 3-3. Hello? 06.
How do you want to call it on SRS, or do you want me to do?
Call it. Actually, no, I actually am thick. It is too far. Go to too far. I'll call it. Yeah, 2-4 should be active.
Call sign for today?
Merlin. November, Juliet, Kilo.
Sochi traffic, Marlin Flight 3 Mirage 2000, taxis runway 24 via November, Juliet, Kilo, Sochi.
You go 2 for this, Sean.
Sorry, buddy.
Go 2 for this. So,
Okay.
second of the flight. And then,
Try to give you priority for shooting here, just so we can figure it all out. Do you prefer, in terms of how the radar displays itself to you, do you prefer how the Russians do it, with kind of the cone coming out from you, or how the Americans do it, like the F-15?
Whatever you guys kind of use, I'll just stick to that.
Okay, because you have a choice. There's again a cone coming out from you, which more accurately displays where they are in relation to.
I'll get it.
Last station, read me 555.
Or not.
Whereas the Americans, like the F-15, it's more of just a grid.
What do you recommend?
I leave it on the American one just because I'm used to it. It's 2 ways of displaying the same data. It spreads out the contacts when they get closer to you, because when they get close to you on the Russian one, they kind of clump together.
Yeah.
Whereas the American one, it spreads it out more. I find the American one easier to lock targets up when they're in multiple in close vicinity.
I prefer the Russian one, so...
It's a preference thing.
Yeah, cool. Okay, I'll just go with the US one then, I guess.
Yeah, it defaults to the Russian style. I call it the Russian style. There's actual names for it.
Sochi traffic, Marlin Flight crosses runway 20, Sochi.
Do you want to tell them how to get to the US one, Tricky?
Yeah, I'll let them know in a sec. So, shit, I'm going very fast here. We'll hold short to 4. No, I'll run you through that. Yeah, by default, it's kind of the Russian style. So, just go into your... Well, we won't be able to see it until we're in flight. Okay, it's right under the throttle. So...
Right,
your radar selector, power selector, leave that on SIL. But below that, right under the throttle, so it's a pain in the ass to see, is the radar grid selector switch. Left is the Russian style, and right is the American style. When you throttle up to... Yeah, you can't physically see it with the throttle on idle.
Is that it?
No. It's like... Okay, so you've got the power selector, then back one is the test button, and another back one is the radar grid selector switch.
Oh, okay.
If you hold your wheel brakes and throttle up, push that over to the right to B. PPI is the conical style, and B is the grid. All right, we're gonna enter the runway here.
Has it got in?
Sochi traffic, Marlin Flight enters runway 24 for...
Excuse me?
Oh, what did I go up the back of you?
You may have. I thought I was getting shot at.
I had the brakes on the whole time.
That's all good.
Shit, that's what I get for head down.
That's...
Damn it.
Yeah. That's alright. I thought I was getting shot at. It was like gun impacts. Like, huh?
Ah, it took my nose off.
Yeah, it bugged me as well.
Repair.
Just repair. All right.
Yeah.
Can you go forward at all a little bit?
No.
Okay. Well, the brakes are really flimsy on this aircraft, aren't they?
They're fine. You may push up a little too far. The parking brake holds it in place dead, I think.
Oh, does
unless short of burnout. You can go into full mill without pushing forwards. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Well, that's interesting. I don't know why my brakes don't work.
Okay, well I can repair because my engines are technically off.
Do I have to shut down my engines to repair?
You may have to. So you don't really need to do anything other than put the throttle in idle. Have you requested repair?
I did, and nothing's happened.
Okay, so put your throttle into idle, and then just right of the kind of whole throttle thing, there's a little red button. That's the engine shutdown button. Press that, pushes the throttle into stop, engine will shut down. It might have been worth putting ground power on first. Some of it's silly, but it'll all automatically do its stuff.
I'm gonna take off on the other runway, and I'll catch up with you guys, and I'm gonna hit the tanker.
Chief, turn on the
If
ground
that's
power.
good with you, of course.
Okay.
Copy.
Alright, I've got my ground power on just so.
Yeah, we got my ground power on. Where was the shutdown button again?
Ground power
So
is now
just
on.
right of your throttle, like on the same kind, on the throttle kind of zone. There's a little red button about at the halfway point, just right of it. It's kind of hard to spot. At about the 50% point on the throttle kind of axis, there's a little red button to the right of it.
Oh, yep.
Yep, that's the shutdown button. That'll bring
Hi,
it
how you
into
going?
shutdown. I gotta run my tests again since I didn't switch on my power. It's a SME problem.
Oh, yes, the repair's happening now.
Yeah, you took the back of my engine off properly, so...
Yeah, that's really
definitely
weird.
not operating. That's fine.
Ricardo?
Yeah, I probably should have got you to put your parking brake on.
We had a bit of a
bit of a
ground collision here. For some reason, my brakes failed when I was head down in the cockpit. So
yeah, my systems are busted.
So we're waiting 2 minutes to repair. Oh dear. Hopefully, when we repair, we don't touch again.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. We'll find out.
All right.
Yeah, this craft is super complex on the surface, but deal with it, it is simple. Of course, my training's on help, so I'm jumping you all over the cockpit instead of doing it.
I don't know what happened, Ricardo. I had both my feet on the brakes. I was head down for too long.
I've been meaning to put a checklist together for startup and all that sort of stuff in this thing. So once you get familiar with where all the buttons are, you could just use the checklist. But Chuck's guide is pretty good for starting up.
Yeah, I'll just use that again. I've got it above me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, 80 seconds to go.
Yeah. If you're finding that operating the PCA... What are you doing? I'm flying. I'm not getting a choice here. If you're finding that operating... Oh, shit. I'm going to need to push forwards. Uh-oh. Yeah, your nose is definitely still on my engine. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you guys just blow each other off?
Do you want to go back to the bay because you can quickly clean up?
And yep, you stay where you are. Yep.
Alright.
You don't respawn. I'll respawn because I can get started up really quickly. It's all good.
Did you guys just like knock into each other?
Yeah, and even once I'd repaired, we were still stuck because we're in the same place.
Nice.
We just collided again.
Whoops. Sorry.
It's all good.
I feel like the biggest noob. I know how to fly. Oh.
This thing is a joy to fly. It's fly by wire. You will love it. There's a bit of familiarity, but once you do,
it turns on a dime. That's stuff.
Obviously, without the G limiter on, or with the immense risk of ripping all your bombs off.
I'm coming to the tanker.
Is it easier to tanker given that the boom's in front of you?
For some, yes.
But the probe, it's a basket, and the basket isn't kind of directed by an operator entry of things, so you have to do it all yourself. I have never gotten away with it, whereas I've taken fuel on the F-15.
Yeah, I prefer the droid.
Okay, can we remember how to start this thing?
The boom.
That.
I think, yeah, the A-10 probably has it easiest because obviously the probe can move. So there's an operator moving it in place, and it's right in front of you, so you can't really miss it.
There we go. Up to 11. Bring the back to idle. Do you have to disconnect ground power after you put it on when you're up and running?
Yeah. There's no point of having ground power once your engine's supplying that.
Yeah, cool. It doesn't auto disconnect.
No, it doesn't in any craft, I don't believe.
Sochi traffic, Shaman 11 on a right downwind for runway 06. Have visual of traffic. Is runway in use at the moment?
Power stuff on the right panel, where the decar release program knob is. just above that is the radar IFF power switch.
Turn off the ground power.
Copy.
It's our button to see. Or it's
Ground
our
power
switch
is now
to see.
off.
So you remember where the decoy release program knob was? The 1 through 10?
Sorry, which knob was it again? Sorry.
So on the right panel where we switched on all the countermeasures and stuff, the RWR, etc. And then on the right there was that decoy release program, the 10 switch knob. Like
Yes.
you know, the one flare and the BDR mode and stuff. So above that is the radar IFF power switch. Push that all the way right. You don't need to set a channel or anything. I don't think those are really functional in DCS.
Is that above the 10 position switch? That black
directly above it. There's 3 modes: off, sect, and cont. Sectional and continuous. Set to continuous far right.
Okay, yeah, far right. Yeah, I have got in the enunciator panel above it there. I've got DECOL lit up.
Means you're in the incorrect configuration for takeoff, which is it? No, it's something else. Hold up. Chuck has a kind of translation guide for all that. I'm trying to remember what decal is. I'm sure it's configuration for takeoff.
Sochi traffic, Shaman 11 turning right base, runway 06. Can see traffic, holding short, runway 24. Please advise if runway is active already. Sochi traffic.
Station calling AFM runway 24 active at the moment. We'll hold short though.
Wrong radio, by the way.
That's wrong radio.
AFM runway 24 is active, but we'll hold short and let you land.
Shaman copies. Shaman may also be drunk.
Tricky, do you know the speed of text of
Decol.
Shell?
Decol.
I don't know the speed now.
Takeoff configuration incorrect. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm trying to figure out what went wrong. Have you touched your trim at all?
Don't think so. I've got, what have I got? My up the top left hand corner, I've got PANNE. Both.
That's just letting you know that there's a warning.
Oh, okay. Yep.
The yellow one lights up if it's a yellow warning, and the red one lights up if it's a red warning, or both if there's multiple warnings. Is decol the only thing on your panel right now?
AFM.
Shit, have you touched your trim switch at all?
Don't think so.
Just to double check, go to the fly-by-wire G-limiter switch in the bottom left of your main panel, above the radios.
Yep.
Below that is the fly-by-wire reset button. Hit that. That'll reset
Sochi traffic, Shaman 11, turning final for landing at runway 06, full stop landing, Sochi traffic.
Is that the one where you put it into AA?
Nah, it's just below that. There's a little button, the fly-by-wire reset button. Might be easier to see if you put it up into AA, though. It's on the same panel. It's just right below it.
Nah, decol's still lit up red.
What the fuck?
So all I did was shut down. Doesn't it have flaps? Does it? This thing? No.
No. Have you started your engines again?
Yeah, I'm running there at 49.
It's not an engine problem. Does the starter fuel pump do it? No,
oh, hang on. No, that's off.
There's not much that would actually cause that error. Have you run your tests again?
Do I have to?
Yes, that'll be it. You need to run your tests every time you start up the engine, unless you left ground power on, which you are. Just run them again. Should be fun.
Already have done refueling. I'm gonna
run both just to guarantee.
Can I run them both at the same time?
No, run them one by one.
Okay. But are these more? Are these aircraft more complicated to operate? Well, this is my first time in this aircraft, and there's some different words and stuff. That's in French as well, which doesn't help. So it is a little bit complicated, yeah, so far. But we'll see how it goes.
I'm coming down to what's the one you landed on last night, Tricky?
Are you coming in the same direction as Shaman? Because it's O2.
No.
Here comes another Mirage.
The ones you got. What was the one? Yeah, 20. I'm coming in on the reciprocal of 20.
Okay, so that's O2. Okay, if Shaman lands long, then you've got a problem.
It's fine. I'm further away than him.
I'm trying to remember, is the charts in true or magnetic?
Kind of feel like the 7.3 is easier.
Good out of
Hitman 1-1, taxiing to runway 33.
There we go, yeah. Just the park brake light down, mate. That's all I got.
Okay, good. That means we're ready to go. So it was the test, so I couldn't remember if that caused that.
Sochi traffic, Shaman 1-1 is clear of the active runway. Thank you.
Alright, I'm coming back in and then I'll regroup with you guys.
Yeah, maybe.
Traffic.
73.
13 comes in runway 02.
02. He's coming in from over that way. Let's see if we can see him.
Okay, come on. Yeah, if in the middle of combat you're having issues, you know, selecting patterns, take your hand off the stick for your mouse or whatever. I've got Cockpit++, which it's kind of like Ultra MFCD, but I've got it on my phone. It actually transfers the
This is the guy that's coming into land.
do all that stuff.
So what I want to do is...
Holding short, 2-0.
I'm coming in now.
Yeah.
Where do you get the RAF repaints for this thing?
Hell's Post.
Sochi traffic, Melon 13 enters final runway 02.
Do you know how to use JSGME or whatever model it is?
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I'm assuming you know how to use the mod loaders.
How to use the what, sorry?
A mod loader, like JSGME or something similar.
Oh, I've never used it, but...
That's simple. Just takes a little bit of setup. And it's just drag and drop after that.
Oh, okay, cool.
Run me through that in a bit. We'll fly for now. After that, I can.
Yeah, it's fine, mate. Direct download.
Oh, that base turn.
You're
That
a
base
little
turn.
bit tall.
Alright.
Oh, that tall. I'm trying to mix these buildings, my dude. But that was a beautiful base turn.
If you were coming in with good heading, high buildings would
Damn.
Here's our team, mate.
Absolutely.
Once we take off, you'll see a couple of chevrons alongside your velocity line, and those are your acceleration chevrons. So if they're above the vector, then you're accelerating. If they're in line with the vector, then you're dead still, holding the speed. And if they're below, you're accelerating. And the approach mode puts a couple of brackets that you have to line up your vector and acceleration chevrons in to get the ideal glide slope for landing.
Oof, that was a beautiful landing.
Yeah, exit.
Do you guys learn about all the knob switches?
Actually,
Yeah, there is,
Golf.
Ricardo. There is a
Yeah,
couple of
exit
manuals
Golf and
for the
You can only
aircraft.
exit
I've got
Golf
a couple of screens above me, and I've got all the manuals above me, and
left
all
on
the
the
HOTAS
Golf
switches
and
are, and all that
right
sort of
to
stuff.
do it.
So, yeah, it's a bit full on. It reminds me of the A10.
yeah.
If you see any of my previous videos, you'll see
Alright,
that
awesome.
quite competent in the
landing distance
A10.
is like-
Oh, I feel like the biggest idiot in
I
this
don't know how
thing.
to
This
describe
thing's going to hammer
it's
as
like-
well. It's going to.
The only issue is in crosswinds.
It's a,
it can be little
subsonic,
dodgy because it's got a super high center of gravity and a really
fighter
short
jet.
wheelbase.
So see how it goes.
So if you're not careful, you can roll it. And the only time I fucked it up in the last 6 months is because of crosswind.
Yeah, copy.
I fucked it up once. But it is, yeah, it basically lands for you. I think quite literally does if you set the autopilot. I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna refuel my last 2%. This is what I'm level with you guys. And,
Okay. Go down to the fuel gauge. So just right of the compass is your fuel gauge.
Right of the compass.
You see in that big kind of
Yep.
rectangular panel? So you see Yog and Detto. Detto is your total fuel in kilograms, and Yog is the internal fuel in kilograms. So the difference of that you've probably only got 400 or so now.
Yep.
Is the centerline tank. At about 3180 total, so about 20 kgs left in the tank, you'll be prompted to switch to air-to-air mode.
Okay.
So if you want to refuel, you can actually refuel the tank on the ground.
good idea, actually, if you just sat there.
I think you have to have a not full. You might want to just replace the tank. I think if your internal's full, then let you refuel. So maybe replace that centerline. I'll be back.
Request rearming. Copy.
3520. Oh, while that's rounding, I might quickly go get a drink and I'll be right back as well. Guys, I will be right back. I'm just going to get some more water and then we'll get airborne. We'll see you in a sec. Alright, we are back. I am back.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm back.
I'm just finishing.
Radio check.
Readability 5.
Alrighty.
I'm coming up towards you guys now.
Hitman 1-1, are you on radio? Yeah, coming through.
You replaced your tank.
I just went through all my settings and watched a video on how to get better frames and stuff. I'll see if it works. It didn't work or it did work? I'll see if it works.
So just going
a virtual RAM
just top right of your fuel
thing. I'm making a page file. Hopefully that fixes it.
Screen readout that should say 16 right now, or thereabouts.
FM.
That's your fuel burn per minute. You can get it down to like 30 something even at mill power. That's why we tend to sit really high when cruising, 32,000 or so.
Yep.
You sit fuel up there, and just below that is the set for the bingo. Default 1200 is a pretty good bingo level.
Copy. Traffic F15 taxi runway 33 holding short at the hold line.
Coming up to you guys now. Are you guys going for the eastern?
The what?
Are you guys heading out towards the east or the west?
I don't know. Are there targets east and west or what?
I don't think there's any targets up. So you're taking the runway you guys are on short of?
Taking 2-4. Alright, where are you?
Such a traffic, Shaman 1-1, taxi to runway 24 via November India Juliet Kilo to join the back of the queue. Such traffic. Shaman Merlin 1-1, if you want to fly bullshit with us, just jump in as 1-4, just two-by-2 sequential takeoff. If you trust me, I can do that, yeah. Yeah, fantastic. We're on 259 info. 259, copy that. Good out traffic, F15, shortly rolling on the 33 to Alpha. Sochi traffic, Merlin Flight 4, Mirage 2000 enters runway 24, southeastern departure. Sorry, southwestern departure, Sochi.
Alright, good to go, man.
Okay.
That's actually good.
Pick left or right, doesn't matter.
Merlin 1-4 checking in on 259, Alpha Mike. Well, this is 1-5-5.
Let's push up to give room for 3 and 4.
Yep.
Full disclosure, this is a 2-slash flight, so it should be interesting.
We have a Saab now, a Saab 340 now for P3 day.
Right now.
Yeah, by Coronado, so I'm not too impressed.
3 different ones.
No, it's like a multicultural festival of Mirage.
Exactly. Alright, so takeoff will be brakes, throttle to 85, release brakes, then add power.
Taking your fast
time for each.
Good with
Can you
that.
call that over 259?
Copy.
Will have to be Discord.
Yeah, let's do this, Alberto. Let's. I'm nervous.
You can just. You'll be second on the lead. You just call throttle and release with them. I'll call brakes and throttle over 251. Sorry, 259. I'll call my release and 2's release over Discord, and you'll call 3 and 4's release, Muff.
Oh god.
I'll
Sounds complicated.
I've just got to. You'll hear it all. I've just got a shit binding set up, which means I can't hold brakes and call over. That's what's simple.
Full set. Alright, so brakes in 85%, then 1 and 2 will call release. 4 seconds later, 3 and 4 call release. 3-second delay between releasing brakes and full burn.
Brakes and power. Call set.
Set.
3, 2, 1. Release. Switch your nose sway off.
3, 2, 3, 1. Out.
2, 1, release.
Rotate at 150 knots.
4 burners on in 3, 2, 1, power. Rotate 150 knots.
1 and 2 airborne. 1 and 2 burners off. 3, 2, 1. Burners off. To 10.
4 burners off in 3, 2, 1.
So you see that acceleration shift. Push that down to 10.
Sorry, mate.
Climb to 10 degrees.
Okay, so nosing down.
Do you want to get finger 4?
I'll back off to probably 95 or so, just so I can overtake here. We'll start a
Finger 4
left
situation.
turn.
Alright, we're going to begin a left turn. I'm going to cross 2's path, just to get ahead of him. Probably level out 090. Making the left turn now.
Right, you should see me. I'm passing your left now. You should see me making my turn. Just fall in behind.
Yeah, copy.
Keep it pretty easy. Holding the
Three's on the
bottom of the climb.
So yeah, try to get into a finger 4 here. So it'll be second element on the left.
What heading are you going to, mate?
Get on level 090, then work it out from there. Probably change it soon. Don't worry about holding the tightest formation, as long as we're reasonably clean here.
Shaman's holding really good on my wing. We'll take our left echelon and like a reverse finger 4.
Yeah. That's the one. Should really back off throttle here.
Would appreciate it.
Gotta go out because 2's gotta go outside of me. Backing off 92% for now.
1 stroke and climb to 5 degrees. Again, leveling out for 090.
What's your smash?
353, slowly decelerating. Very slowly decelerating. Oh yeah, I see you too, looking good.
Shaman is so good on my wing.
This thing hauls ass big time.
What's your RPM? You had
Config warning.
95?
Ooh.
91. Push to 95 once you guys
1, 2, you guys are coming.
Roger. Gonna spawn in a mission, I'm not getting any target. Yes I am. F4 is 096 for 85, holding heading because it's a 2-ship. 056 for, sorry, 096 for 85 at 27,000 feet, gonna continue climb through to 30,000. Second target, same type, 084 for 87, 36,000 feet, currently hot.
It's radar. I don't know how any of that worked.
Looking really good here, Trey.
Careful of that. You're all good. I just want to back off the throttle just a touch. These air brakes are super effective.
Fuck it.
Is that you in the lead?
This is.
What's your speed one?
281 right now, slowly decelerating. I'm going to push up to 95%.
One's pushing throttle to 95%.
Yeah.
Target now is 60 miles. Gonna fence in, leave the nose cold.
Yeah, it's taking a bit of concentration, that's for sure, though.
Looking real good there, too. Good point of reference is wind double. Yeah, a little solid now, 265 right now. Sorry, again, those speed brakes are super effective.
You guys still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
Lead now 55 miles, one nose hot at 50. Then also 4 12 o'clock. Leveling out.
Overshot just a touch, but that's okay.
You had a comp warning here for some reason. In yellow on the right hand side.
Oh, what's happening, sir?
Got a conf warning, CO and F.
That's, oh, conf? That's because your tank's nearly empty, so just flick that up. Yeah, your tank's nearly out.
Sorry,
Or
flick
is
what up?
out. Your, flick the, G limiter switch. Conf is your G limiter config.
Oh, yes. Yeah, copy. That's done.
Yeah, that means your tank's nearly empty. Or is empty.
3 nose at 4 12 o'clock.
Roger, now 40 miles, nose hot, combat spread. Have radar contact at 40 miles.
3-4 break left for about a mile.
So, what you want to do, you got your radar on now?
Yep, it's got SIL in front of it.
Okay, put it forward one more into emit.
Yeah.
You should have 2 targets. That dotted line is someone music. So someone's got fucking jammer on. That's okay. But you should see.
I see these.
Yep, those are contacts. If you use the nose wheel steering button, that's also your IFF button. If those V's don't change, they're enemy. If there's a diamond in them, they're friendly. So lock up the lead with your lock target button. The one at about 35 miles now.
You guys want to take the front of the map?
Trim, zoom in. TDC.
Oh, Tricky disappeared.
What's my lock target button?
Two's going to be shooter for the lead. Second element, take the wingman on the left. Missile away defensive.
Shit. That's...
4 break left low.
One's Foxed 1.
Another missile. Good morning, identified aviation. How you going?
4 defeated. all. That's okay.
Press 3 support.
No, this is not. This is somewhere over in Europe, I believe. This.
Honest question, the calling target, tracking right.
Target. I'm new in the Mirage, so I'm just hanging here for a minute while I'm kind of being used as target practice.
Forwards locking the target at the back on the left,
so
conning.
Ooh.
Angels 2-6.
Oh shit, we got a missile.
4, this is 3, copy. 3 is going to be supporting with you.
4, I got a spike to my right, somewhere in your mix.
Another
Box
missile.
1 on mine.
Ah, hit. Oh, damn it. Going down. I don't think what I didn't do is eject. I didn't.
Missile away, there's a 3 or 4.
Eject 3 times, which is this guy, this guy, this guy. Eject, eject, eject. I'm down. Ugh. It's through the Inferno server in Australia. An Australian through the Inferno server. You'll be able to see it in the list. While my wingman take this all out. I literally didn't know how to fire a missile. I didn't even know how to lock something up, so I was more just being used as cannon fodder. But that's alright. We'll get back on the deck here. Alright. Let's have a crack at doing this ourselves. So, get rid of the GBU-12s. Get rid of the GBU-12s. That's an eclair. We'll use that. We'll use that. We'll keep that. 48.
Request rearming.
Okay, so where is the pre-flight guide? Pre-flight. Okay, fly-by-wire switch. Normal. So that's. Yep, that's a normal. Fly-by-wire G limiter as required. That's going to be in the down position.
Rearming complete.
Oh, lovely. Sounds great. Identified. Yeah, you can help me by being the target and not me. Oh, it's all a pre-flight. We don't need to worry about that. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll bring the canopy down. Yeah, the wind blast here would be nuts. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't realize I had mirrors. I don't know how to turn them off. Can I turn you off? No, I can't. Alright, and lock. Okay, so that's done. Canopy's locked. Startup procedure. Okay, so Gadada or Sakumi is going to be under attack. Okay, so we're doing this one. We're turning you on. Turning you on.
That wasn't my best work. Sean, you still up?
No, mate.
Yeah, sorry for that. I kind of tried to rush you through that all at the end there.
Ah, that's cool. I didn't know what to do.
I should have got you prepped well before.
That's alright, buddy. No dramas. I'm going to try and start this thing up now by following the startup procedure.
Yep. Yeah, this was probably a little more reliable than mine.
That's alright, buddy. Alright, so set battery and ensure alternator 1, 2 and TR switches are all in the on position. You fly the F5 and F15 until now, but the F18 is pre-ordered. Oh, good. Yeah, that's fine, mate. Nothing wrong with the those. Okay, so that's a test switch. Okay, so they're all done. So 16, start INS procedure. See next page. During the alignment phase, the general modified. I don't think we need to do any of that because it's already done. Press the pane warning, switch to reset audio warning. Oh yeah. So we press this guy. Done. 18. Emergency hydraulic pump, switch on. 18, where are you? Oh yeah. Emergency hydraulics, you're that guy? No, that's the audio warning. What am I looking at? Oh no, the front one. Yep. You're on 19. Ignition, ventilator, selector, select the left.
What to do. So you want to select the missile that you want to fire. So usually the 530 on your PCA, the weapon selector on the left there. Then you want to lock your target up into TWS, so they'll still have the V on him, and you'll slowly see other targets on the radar. From there you can IFF, or you can IFF without locking anything, just to double check you're not about to fire on a friendly.
Oh, buddy, yeah, it's all talking double Dutch until I get started up.
That's all good.
Sorry, mate. Okay, so on the fuel switches down here,
definitely could have done better on that.
Ignition, ventilator switch, set
to hey, you're gonna shoot. There's 30 seconds to figure out how to do it.
Okay, so it's already on that.
You know, you're gonna start hammering into people, Tricky. The
fuel shut-off valve open, which is 20.
Of one goes in, one supports.
Yeah.
Close that.
That's what I was trying to do with 4 back there, but 4 got hit. Or he splashed one target.
Yeah, so 21 left and right fuel pressure pumps.
So we weren't realigning.
Switch to on, which is position 21, which is these guys.
I made it work.
M and M. Yeah, I remember you. The start of fuel pump on.
No, we weren't realigning to 0. That's what we landed last time. Oh wait.
Ignition switch.
Where I came in, I had no crosswind. Nothing was affecting me at that point. I was at like.
Okay, wow, we got the engine starting.
I know that. There'll be no crosswind 2-0 either because it's reciprocal.
That's definitely on the right position. So it gets to 11, and then we put some fuel into it. I pretty much go silent when I move my head back. Beautiful. There we go. Booting up. We got any other Mirages around us? No. Okay, so that's really good. We've gotten power, so we're getting there. Okay, so when the engine reaches 10%, that's the move the throttle out of the idle position. Once the RPM gets to 60, set starter fuel pump and close. Yeah, off and so starter fuel pump. Close that and off. Okay, we don't have to worry about the INS. Okay, so 26. VTH and HUD power switch. Yep, which is that guy. VTB heads up display power switch on. Where's that? Which is that. 28 radar altimeter power on. 28, which is that. HSI mode set to nav. 29.
5 minutes.
Oh yeah. That. Set countermeasure switch to manual, which is the middle. Oh yeah, that's the 3-position switch. On electronic warfare panel set. Okay, which is down here. They all go Vel. Set EW mode. On. Is that flare dispenser mode? VEI, yeah, we're done. Yeah, that's done, okay. 32. Test autopilot system by flipping the switch. I know how to do that. So we go down here. Test. And we can only test one at a time. So we're waiting for a green light to appear here. So we're waiting for a green light to appear here. Oops. Why that's happening. There we go. So we got the green light. Close. Test. That's that done. Okay, so now set pilot height, which is 34. Okay, 34, you're right over here. You're done. Oh, getting those lights out. Release the parking brake. Engage nose wheel steering. Nose wheel steering. That's the parking brake. Okay, I'm sure we did a whole bunch more stuff than that. So what's we got down here? So P, we're warming you up. Target memory time selector switch. Anti-collision light. On. That's on. Police light switch, I don't know what that is. Okay, I think we're good.
It's not our best effort, that's okay.
Alright, so parking brake released. No lights, let's taxi. Alright, I'm taxiing.
Yep.
Oh, we didn't
Is
get the
that
radios.
you just in front of a runway there? Hold short there.
Yeah, copy.
We're going to be landing 20, which is what you're just sitting in front of now.
So the radios we haven't got set up, that's right. So we need to go on one. And they have 129. And
That's
it was
Nathan, by the way.
Oh, okay. What's this call sign?
on one,
Dunno.
251. What's the frequency we use? 259?
Yeah, 259 F range flight.
Jeez, B. Sorry,
It's
guys.
going to be LG.
10, 9,
Oh, here comes the invasion.
My downwind is terrible, my base and final is suffering for it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That was the hardest landing I've ever done in this thing.
Is that 259?
I don't know.
There we go, 259. I mean, that's what we wanted. There we go. Zooming out.
Chicken Bone 1810C, taking runway 24, Sakumi. Right brake, don't cross 20.
Wrong one.
Correction, Sophie. Don't cross 20.
Chicken, watch out, you got a Mirage covered in on that rubber.
Check in, going around.
He could have just, like, rushed across, but no, he stops. Dead in the middle. Dead in the middle.
No, it was lag.
Merlin 11 going around.
Wrong radio.
Merlin 11 going around.
Watch that, chicken. I was on short final that.
Sorry about that. Whole damn thing locked up on me for a second.
Oh, good, my man.
Oh my god. Oh, at least you can make your NHM, you fucking final better.
Final was fine. I lined it all up.
Chickens clear the runways.
I'm getting lit up on the ground here by 29s.
Ignore them, they're locking you up from miles away with dicks.
Copy.
Sorry, traffic, Marlin 11, left downwind to runway 20, Sochi.
Is there any way to turn the volume down on that RWR kind of thing?
Yes, just wait up. I'll show you in a sec. I'm asking my female riders. And he can tell you.
How do you turn your mirror off?
It's like a 4 ship out there, what the hell?
I might just scramble and catch up with you guys in the air. Oh no, why don't go ahead, shit.
Concept line with cross 0 and hold shot 2-4, Sean?
Yeah, mate, I'm not moving. I'm sitting here at the holding point.
It's all good. I always hate landing 2-0 and 2-4 because you go right up the mountains at like less than 1,000 feet.
Such a traffic, Shaman 11, overhead brake from runway 20, report out brake, and then final.
Shaman doing?
Sochi traffic, Melon 11, short final, runway 20, Sochi.
Nice, cheese.
God damn it, we're gonna have a 5 ship.
It's the best number.
Oh, I can already hear them. No,
Oh, not best! No! A little low, that's okay. Yeah, I got visual.
Such traffic, Shaman, brake. Traffic, Shaman 21, turning left downwind, runway 20, Sochi.
Sochi traffic, 13 crosses runway 24, vertical.
Lovely, tricky.
Very nice. I wonder how we turn the volume down to this damn alert.
Sochi traffic, Shaman turning final for runway 20,
I'll be
Sochi.
there, don't worry.
Traffic, Melon 11, clear runway 20, Sochi.
Finally stopped painting me.
Sochi traffic,
Oh,
Melon
we're
11, clear
back.
runway 20, Sochi.
Fuck yourself.
I'm sorry, mister.
Okay, so turning on that radio. So just behind your throttle, just back a little bit. There's a row of like 8 knobs. Those are your volume knobs.
Oh.
You seeing them? One of them is green and one of them is red.
Yeah.
Green and red ones are your radio ones. Just to the left of the green and red ones is the marker signal volume knob. That's your RWR.
Awesome, thank you.
There's a MiG-29 flying over. Is it MiG-29 flying over Sochi back?
Yeah, can fuck off. Oh yeah, I see it.
I'll as soon as Shaman comes in, I'm gonna just squeeze past the door, and then I'll scramble for it.
Copy, buddy. I'll move out to the left here a little bit once he passes.
Thank you. Good to hear, Shaman.
The path is very nice. Bit too much flare. It's still very nice. Ah, he's a little shit bitch. No, I'm kidding. It's all good. It's a short runway. Actually, it worries me every time I land 2-0. Because you're always landing short.
Sochi traffic 013 enters runway 20 for the northern departure scrambling for MiG-29.
Sochi traffic 911 crosses runway 24 Golf Sochi.
I want to just go off and do some circuits.
Yeah, it's always good practice. God, that thing's a lot off the runner.
Oh, missile fired.
Scramble.
Gonna laugh.
Punch it. Jamming. Ooh.
Okay, that's that normal approach and landing.
I'll just watch out there.
230.
Sean, you got someone coming in.
Yeah, chicken running landing 02.
We got someone coming in, have we?
It's looking good. Oh, a little steep maybe. Who might judge?
Oh yeah, chicken down the other side.
Check one. Splash one, sorry.
Ooh, she shot a front gear? Or did he break it?
Melon 14 is getting locked up by a 29 at 240 from the airfield.
Roger, that's chicken stuck on the eastern runway. All clear.
Chicken Merlin 11, did you never have the gear or did you break the front gear on landing?
Alright.
Now I got a shut out from underneath me.
Missiles and everything getting fired at here.
Gus fires.
Right, taxiing up to you.
Yeah, I got 2-4.
I'm banged up.
Yeah, come in. It's all good. Yeah,
oh, you bastards.
What? Bullshit, come here.
I see how it is.
Oh, you seen the other layer skins from yours? The hard.
I'm going to need to restart my DCS to get them now. Does it even work? Can I even put them on?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
The default. The default for all the slots.
Flat tire.
Sochi traffic 111, taxis runway 24 Juliet Kilo, Sochi.
Sochi traffic 113 Pen. We have issues we've been banged up hard, our nose is missing. We're coming in for runway 06.
Yes.
I'm not hearing what you're saying, my dude.
We're talking
again.
SRS.
Yeah.
Poor guy spawned into the wrong airfield.
259.
You got a MiG fucking buzzing the runway. Enemy MiG.
Really?
That's rude. Yeah, have fun with that.
Oh, I don't know.
Are you landing 06, you said?
I'm 06.
Fuck. What the heck?
Yeah, 06 is clear.
Okay, so we've got one of our friendly fighters. He's taking a hit.
You guys downloaded that Mirage mod?
Yes.
We're in the zip file.
What, sorry?
Zip file when I downloaded the Mirage 2000 skin.
Yeah, it's
just a blank label.
Yeah, I
like the name of the folder is blank.
Works?
It just take the call.
Okay.
Yeah, just take so.
I guess I'll meet you in SRS, please, because I can't keep playing this bullshit. In the fucking goddamn Windows version, man. Fuck that shit.
That's not
Nicely done.
Wish I had a note.
Sochi traffic, 111 crosses runway 20 actually at Sochi.
Alright, once you're clear, mate, I'll get off and I'll do some circuits.
He's on the other runway, so you could probably push on now.
Alright.
Oh no, he's 06, I'm dumb.
Yeah, I thought he was on 06.
You know, I'm daft.
Sochi traffic, mode 13 clear, runway 06, Sochi.
I ripped my tank off, by the way.
Traffic Sochi, DJ Sean, single Mirage, departs the runway 24 for left-hand circuits. Traffic Sochi.
I don't know if that means still up. Tricky, by the way.
What, the MiG? It would have been, because it strafed the chicken on the runway. Smashed him.
Alrighty. Have fun with that.
Yeah, it's just because Sochi has no air defenses. Nothing you can do.
That's hosting.
Sochi traffic, 111 enters runway 24, southwestern departure, Sochi.
It's probably not going to be southwestern, but I've called it.
I'm gonna go get a drink while I repair.
This handles very different to anything that I'm really used to. Okay. So gear down at 230. Traffic Sochi, DJ Sean, Mirage 2000's downwind, runway 24, touch and go.
Long bloody downwind?
Hey?
Long downwind? Just passing above you. Magnetic bearing of 24, you're landing 24, correct, is 242. True should be either plus or minus 6 degrees. Can't remember which way, I can tell you in a second.
Check here, we got brakes. Yeah.
See a downwind shot 6-8.
Have a great day, Alberto.
Magnetic.
I'll see you next time. Who are you talking to, buddy?
Sorry, this your downwind looked a little bit wonky. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I just overturned.
Right over here. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's why you practice. Just letting you know what the runway headings were. I got MiG-21s to my north. Good stuff.
What's a typical speed you maintain on approach?
Typically for downwind, so the gear has to come down below 230. You kind of want to keep it above 200 for downwind. When turning base, down to kind of 180-ish. Final, you want it about 150 or so. I think if you were empty, you'd be landing at 140, 145, but I tend to land 150, 55. With a semi-heavy load. So when you next go downwind, I'll get you to go into approach mode. I forgot to teach you how to use that. I don't know if you.
Okay. And our track Sochi, DJ Sean, Mirage, short finals, runway 24, touch and go. Yeah, I haven't got approach mode on it, I don't think.
That's okay. Yeah, you want, unless you've actually switched it on. That's okay. Once you're up on downwind, I'll run you through it real quick. It tells you exactly where to put your throttle and vector for a fairly safe landing. So you start to kind of manage speed yourself.
Chicken Bone 1810C, taxiing to runway 24, Sochi.
Gear, landing gear toggle.
Ooh.
All right.
Hey, can anyone tell me how I fire my jammer in the A10?
What was happening, Tricky with Lotto?
The CMS button to press or push.
Push what button?
The CMS.
Okay. CMS.
Where was approach mode?
Like what?
So on your PCA, your kind of weapon selector, if the master arm's off at the top, you'll see APP on the third slit.
Good data traffic taking off runway 33,
yes, cool, thank you. I'm going to jump on the F-15. What airport did you spawn at? Oh, hey, Jetstream. I am at Sochi. Sochi downwind in the Mirage, just trying to get the feel for it.
Yeah, so once you're in approach mode, you want to adjust your seat, which is why I asked if you had the band up earlier. You need to push it up quite a bit, but when you're on final, or when you have your gear down, you'll see a box, two brackets. You want to put both your velocity vector and your acceleration vectors, chevrons, inside of that box for a safe landing.
Okay, copy.
You'll have to manage speed yourself, but yeah. It makes it super simple just to have a clean landing.
Sochi 1810C, taking runway 24, ready for takeoff, straight out, west departure.
Good data, runway 33, clear.
Traffic Sochi, DJ Sean, Mirage 2000, finals, runway 24. Traffic Sochi.
Fox 1.
Did 007 just shoot himself with a spam ram?
Up we go.
Why my magic's not getting tone?
Traffic Sochi, DJ Sean, Mirage 2000s, downwind runway 24, touch and go.
Traffic, F15, taxiing to runway 06.
Alrighty, what's happening with your lot ATC, bro?
I just haven't got the key yet. That's it.
Really?
Yeah. I'll email him later. I'm pretty sure I put his contact details up. It's all good. Where the hell did this guy go? How did I lose fucking sight of him? He's still flying in a straight line. My magics are pissing me off at the moment.
Traffic Sochi, DJ Sean, Mirage joins finals runway 24.
I'm a mile behind them. Not 2 miles behind them. I've got my oh my god.
What?
I'm about to get shot down because of lag. He's merged on me now.
Oh.
Getting fired on by two Guskas. Go away.
Traffic, F15 is rolling runway 06.
I'm gonna get shut down because of lag here, and because my magics will not work.
Oof.
I'm on SRS comms, which is simple radio receiver. SRS? No, it's some simple radio system or something like that. Is what this server uses for their comms.
Yeah, last time I was flying, the same thing happened. Heaters are active. I even locked the target on radar. I know they won't affect the seeker head. But I put my nose on them and just nothing. No tone. I even tried launching just to make sure. No, there's nothing. They're not seeking. I'm in a bit of a pickle here.
Ooh. Enemy aircraft, he's dead.
Discord, aren't I? Yep, nose over him, no tone.
He's dead. There's another one here. Alright, let's see if we can do any of this. So you go to there.
I'm gonna be a meme right now and fly the P-51.
Let's go.
I've got this A10 looking at me like I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, it will. It's got nothing to... It's independent of Steam, so you shouldn't have any problem. Screaming here without really knowing what I'm doing.
DJ, you've got a Megan hot from the north. I'm on his tail, but don't have Dali.
From the north, that's where we're headed. Copy.
I've got him locked. Lost it.
Can you... It's tricky, I had you locked up.
Oh, did you? I didn't notice it. You just passed me?
Yeah.
Right, I'm turning in. He's 179 from me. I had him. Keeps dropping off a radar. Doesn't help that everyone and the dog has their jammer on right now. This aircraft doesn't look very nice to say. It's gone. I'm going to land.
Such traffic, Milan 11, single Mirage 2000, inbound for runway 20 overhead. Sorry, initial pitch, Sochi.
All right. Where's the tankers?
Got the SA6 locked up. I'll be putting them out of misery in about 10 more miles.
Tacan 07 Yankee 07 Do we have a Tacan thingy come up? Turn EP off, E off. How do I, I've got up 07 Yankee for the tanker and transmit and receive, but where do I look at to see where the needle is?
Honestly, I don't use the
really?
systems. I've never used them for the tanker, and I've tried for the ground. I'm not very
The
successful.
landing. You tried landing with it.
I did once, but it was in really thick fog, and I've never tried it before.
You need the gas cloud of doom.
Gas cloud, thick yellow cloud right down to the runway. Safe to say, I did not land that day.
Chicky, I'm flying the P-51 right now.
266.
Yep.
In a dank me mod, you know? Oh, we've got 2 new people who have come in.
Tanker.
Oh, Christ.
2 people for you to
Shell.
train. 1 people.
Yeah, like, it's great, but I'm freezing about 300 feet over the mountains because that's the height you have to be at for fucking...
Is it a KC 130 or 135 for this guy?
130.
Okay.
The 130. Because it's got the...
Anis, how you going? Yeah, new plane, we're in the Mirage. We're gonna go refuel and see how we go at that. The boom for refueling is literally just off my. Oh wow, that's frozen. Just off the front here, so I'm kind of keen to try it out. No. 07 Yankee.
I'm gonna have to disconnect after this. I've got training off now.
All good, Tricky. Do you want to play a little bit later, K50 or something?
I don't know how to turn it on to see.
What was that?
Yeah, kind of.
French plane, yes, this is a French plane. So we don't know how to do a lot in this, so we're just going to head down to the KC 135. Texaco or Shell?
Really? I'm gonna take this hit. I'm gonna let him get banned.
Shell.
He's fired 4 aim. He's fired all his missiles at me. You colossal knob.
What is it here? Briefing. Tanker, boom, drogue shoot, Shell. 267. $267, yeah? For Shell?
267, yeah.
He's not answering.
You gotta do the left alt minus, because you gotta use the UHF. That's how you communicate on the UHF to Shell.
Left Alt minus?
Yep.
What does that do?
It uses a different radio other than pressing like backslash. So, just try it and it'll sucks.
Shell, Colt, 1-1. Request rejoin.
God damn it, it frustrates me.
Shell, Colt, 1-1.
Did he crash on the runway as well, Tricky?
No, he landed it. He landed on 2-4.
Oh, what a prick.
Final 2-0. He missiles me, the mine's 2-4.
So he's...
Ready pre-contact.
No, I'm not ready pre-contact.
You better be typing out an apology right now.
He fired 4 missiles at me. He knew what he was doing. 2 120s and 2 M9s. He knew what he was doing.
There he is.
Ready pre-contact.
Ah, stop it. Oh, it's minus.
007 is a regular as well. I think I might be going for a heli mission here, but it doesn't really matter to me. Oh, it is.
Alright, so we'll come up for this tanker and see how we go at refueling with this guy. Can you stop photoing me, please?
Sorry?
Stop taking photos of me, Tricky.
I thought it was a chat log. This dumbass hit me with 5 missiles.
Isn't it frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what you guys.
Ready pre-contact.
That's not my one.
Anyway, Sean, now you've been, man.
Damn it. It's the 135. I want the 130. Where's the 130? Oh, ages away.
Ready pre-contact.
I've already got fuel wise. No, burn a lot of fuel. Let's get high. And we'll go to the proper refueler.
Break away, break away, break away.
Catch you later, Sean.
See you, buddy. Alright, so we need to punch over and come down to this tanker down here. I don't know why I got fixated on the 135, but oh well. If we set you to 22,000, she'll go 23. Yep, there.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
I think that's right. Have I got autopilot on? I don't have autopilot running. And yes, I do. If you go to if you read the Twitch information before, there'll be a Discord button that you can go to, and I am on that. What do we got? 1790. is this guy? Is that okay with C-130 diving? Oh no, he's just going over land. They must have come inland for some reason.
Good order. In field. 1-1. Request startup.
Alright.
Field 1-1. Pinata, cleared for startup. Good order. In field. 1-1. Request taxi to runway. You're taking fuel.
You're taking fuel.
Field 1-1. Pinata, cleared a taxi to runway 15. Return pre-contact.
Alright, where is this guy? We're coming up on him.
Abort rejoin.
It's only about 15 miles over this point here, so let's get on the descent here. Where is he?
Good order. In field 2-1. Inbound.
Okay, so he's back up the coast here.
Field 2-1. Pinata, fly heading 267. 424. QFE 29.66. Runway 15 to pattern altitude.
Okay, we are rapidly closing in on these guys. There they are, in front of us. Alright.
Good order. In field 1-1. Inbound. Field 1-1. Pinata, fly heading 268. 421. QFE 29.66. Runway 15 to pattern altitude.
Alright, let's see how we go with refueling in this guy.
Ready, pre-contact. Return pre-contact.
Identified aviation. Sorry, what do you mean? What time do I have now? As in, what time is it here? It's about 20 to 5 in the afternoon, I believe.
Ready, pre-contact. Cleared contact.
There we go.
Field 2-1. Cleared for visual. Contact tower.
God, the trim on this aeroplane. You just do a little bit of trim and it wants to fire you. Okay, so it's off to the right, so we're just going to have this off to the right a little bit. Ugh.
Break away.
What am I doing? Sorry, Anis, I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Why this?
Enfield 1-1, cleared for visual, contact tower. Food order, infield 1-1, request landing. Break away.
Why does this... Oh. Hey, buddy. Oh, God. God. Why is it doing this? Ugh. Alright.
Enfield 2-1, taxi to parking area.
Read the name.
Break away.
I don't know, Anis, I don't know what you're talking about. Whose name, whose account? No idea what you're talking about, buddy, sorry. On the previous message, who is this? Sorry, buddy, trying to refuel. I can't really do chat. I can't really go through messages at the moment.
Enfield 1-1, taxi to parking area.
Fuck off. So close then, so close. Oh. Oh, slow down. No. This is a horrible aircraft to try and refuel. You speed up and it's really quite...
Food order, infield 1-1, request navigation assistance.
Yeah, just different.
Enfield 1-1, Delta, ADS, you're heading 108.
I feel like the computers are fighting me on this thing. Why do you want to climb there? Don't climb. Don't climb. Don't climb. Why, when I'm going the same speed, it just wants to continue to... I've got it trimmed out. What is going on here?
Enfield 1-1, taxi to parking area.
Okay, so I've just nosed you down. Ugh. Yeah, come on. Give it to me. Ready pre-contact. Yeah, there's no way you were going to let me do that pre-contact from here. Yeah. Ready pre-contact.
Ready pre-contact. Cleared contact.
We're going to have to make a call soon. We're going to get to bingo fuel.
Good order. In field. 1-1. Request takeoff. Field 1-1.
It has such a huge variation in pitch just for a few knots. It's I'll have to get that for you in a sec, mate. Gotcha. Am I taking fuel? Oh. You see your account. I wasn't taking fuel. That's what I'm asking. You see your account. Yeah, about my account? What about it? Copy link address. That's the Discord Anis and SRS. That is the SRS for you. Oh, hang on. Wait. Jetstream, that's the SRS frequency. Or code, sorry. Alright, we're going to give up on that. We're just going to go land. I might try and do a... I might try and do another flight tonight. I might try and do a flight at night in X-Plane with the 7.3 and just see how I go. We need to go get Sochi, runway 06. So down there it's 1, 2, it's the third little one, second one, and third. So yeah, William, I might do another flight. See how X-Plane goes at night. I wonder, have I got the flight aids and stuff on that I need to have on? It just feels like, yeah. I see some weird shit over here because I see you messaging. Oh, Anis, yeah, because I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so my bot, obviously those two chats for YouTube and for Twitch are separate, so my bot puts them together, and that's why you see that. So there's nothing wrong, it's all working as per normal. Okay, we need to jump on to... $251. Alright, we got 1,000 kilos of fuel by the looks of it. I might take a little break after this and get in something like the A10, something I can know how to operate. So one thing I actually need to look up is how to change the laser code for the GBU 12s. It's not really an is. It's just if you chat on this, it just makes sure that they can see the chat on theirs and vice versa. Okay, Epic Ninja is doing 207. What are we doing on that? 490. Alright, we're getting close to the airport just there.
That was interesting. Sochi traffic, edge run 1 now turns final, runway 06.
That's Epic Ninja, we need to follow him in.
I mean, it's on top of me at the apron then.
I might jump.
What was that?
I might jump in the A10 identified aviation.
Me in the apron,
the A10C Warthog. But I am open to suggestions if you guys want to see something else. Like, I'm more than happy to do that. Where's this Mirage? I'm trying to follow.
What aerodrome were you at? What park? What aircraft? I was at the Dorada. That one.
What should you get, buddy?
And
You're
that was an F-15. Okay, and was another F-15 that spawned on top of you? Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'll look into it. Thanks, mate. Okay, I'm going.
Team 787, I absolutely do have the Harrier, and I'm more than happy to take that out because I know what I'm doing. Where is this other Mirage? Traffic Sochi, DJ Sean, Mirage 2000 joins long final runway 06.
Was that Sochi traffic? Bus station?
Yeah, fair mate, I've got your visual, I'll follow you in.
Copy that.
Down,
I'm touch and go. I'm currently doing practice for the ILS and crosswinds, so.
Yeah, copy. I'm full stop, so I'll get off.
Okay. Well, you're probably alright to come kind of close to me, so don't worry about slowing that approach at all or anything like that, mate.
Copy, mate. Thanks very much. I'm sure you would identified. I'm more than happy to jump on the US version of the server. I don't know if you know that one. There's a US server that runs the same fit out as this. We need to get higher than this.
All stations, this is Enfield 1-1, Jet 2 got an F-15, a radio check.
Yeah, you're coming through clear, mate.
Enfield 1, Dorada. Enfield 1-1, request takeoff.
Server loading issues? Is that the where that we all sort of pause sometimes for a little bit? If that's the case, then no.
Check traffic. Yoshi traffic, Edge on 1 is now go around runway 06.
Fuck. Thanks, man. My first proper landing in the sky. Can we pull up in time? Yeah, we can. I don't know why people said I needed to have okay, maybe we can't. Oh yeah, that and that. Oh yeah, there we go. I don't know why people said I needed the parachute for. Yeah, I did some well, the touch and goes kind of helped, but it wasn't too bad. Tankers reset. Quiet, Mum.
Yeah, I concur with last station. Shut the fuck up, Mum.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll swap servers and come to you there. So I'm going to shut down button. There we go. Oh. Alright, so we need to change service. Quit. Disconnect. Oh, the Mirage. So much to learn, my head hurts. Well, I can fly it. I can touch the refuel for like a second. But we need to get in the A10. My baby. Actually, no, we can go to the Harrier. Maybe the Harrier. What's the Nevada map? Oh, that's kind of cool as a background. We might keep that. You in beta. Yeah, Tim, A firm I am. Multiplayer. Okay, so we went through the Inferno, the US one there. So we joined that guy. Identified. Are you in the Harrier or the A10? What are you in? Oh, you're in the F-15. That's right. Okay. Well, I will get in the Harrier. Absolutely. That's something I would love. I can easily do. This server does take ages for me to load in, for some reason. The US version of Through the Inferno. Oh dear. Oh, I've been sitting in this chair for too long. Oh. All right, load, please. The Su-35, unfortunately, in this I am not skilled in the Su-35 at all. Okay, so what we'll do, excuse me, is we'll hit the Harrier on the carrier. So this is the Tarawa. And here is our Harrier. Beautiful looking baby. So, you're about to take off from Sakumi? Okay, mate. Well, I'm on the carrier, so I'm a bit far away. 1, 2, 3. Where's the closest? Where am I? I'm up here. So I'm going to have to shoot. So you're down in Sakumi. You're as far as south goes. So if you come up the coast there to me, Jetstream, and we'll head to the Predator that's over Foxtrot Kilo. So when I get airborne, that's going to be heading 055. Alright, so let's get this thing powered up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. You give me a master warning in a second, which is fine. Brightness, volume 1. Brightness of that one, brightness of that one, brightness of that one, on. Okay, let's talk to the ground and let's get loaded up. Rearm. Alright, so we're going to go aim 9s on the tips. We'll go aim 9s. Just in case there's a fair few enemy targets around. We'll go AGM 65 deltas. AGM 60. Actually, we're going to bring in an F-15 with us to meet up, so he can take care of the those guys. The Wolfpacker ground loadout. Just check. We'll keep them at even.
Request refueling.
Put out traffic.
Request rearming. Copy.
Alright, so we're refueling and rearming. Yeah, Tim, I can. It might be a bit hard here with the going inside the carrier is all.
Searching traffic as run 1 is now final, runway 06.
This is the area. I'll get, when I can move when I got power up and all that sort of stuff, I can move the nozzles and all that, and you'll have a bit more, you'll be able to see a bit more of it.
Put out the traffic, it's clear of the active.
I would do a VTOL land takeoff for you, but a common misconception of the Harrier is that it can do that fully loaded. It can't. It has to be fairly light for it to be able to do a VTOL takeoff, but it can be a little bit heavy for a landing. And this is a carrier that's which is designed for VTOL aircraft, so helicopters and Harriers. It's not designed to catapult aircraft or land conventionally. Conventional aircraft that land. Sorry, aircraft that land conventionally. That's what I'm trying to get out.
All stations, Jet 2 radio check. Searching traffic, H1 is go around runway 06.
We are part of that server. Okay, we're just waiting to get rearmed, which we are. Okay, let's close the hatch. Anti-collision light on. Start the engine. Oh, and yes, that's one thing I'm not good at. Is helicoptering. That's something I need to spend a lot more time doing, actually. Alright, and thrust up. Okay, so you all the way back, one, Aldo, on, ECM, and that one, to nav, on, all the computers, flight computers on, lights on, parking brake away. Alrighty, let's back up a bit. Just I'll show you the nozzles out the front. The aircraft, move the nozzles around. So let's go all the way back. Thrust up. Do some reversing. I need some extra time on the deck here, being so heavy. Alrighty, let's get going. Whoop. Let's go this time with the nozzles forward. And off we go. To the left here, bring the nozzles all the way forward. They're now completely forward, reducing the engine performance to max power because you can overstress this engine. Bye bye Tarawa. Okay, Sean, is there actually a player that tried to shoot you down? No, these are all bots on this one, but the AI in this game is some of the best AI in any game at all. Alright, so it's going to be 055 is what we want. Just double check that to this guy. 053. So what we'll do is we'll get up nice and high. There we go. Keep the climb going. Alrighty. While we do that, let's warm up the missiles. Get them warming up. Master arm on. Turn the lights off. Still doing the same. Thought that would be different. Climb going. Go up to Angels 2-0. Alright, Anis, have a great day at work, buddy. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Really appreciate it. AFIRM, I am on the US server Jetstream. Absolutely. The US through the Inferno server. Getting up nice and high before we hit the land there and try and conserve some of this fuel. Actually, that's probably something we should do, is get on the bogey dive AWACS, bogey dive, and we'll just get a bit of a look at what enemy targets are around us while we do this climb up through here. Okay, so which one is it? You just gave me two at once. 057 for 60, alright, we're going into one. I don't see him on the RWR yet. Let's level off up here. Climb going. Come on. 7, 8, 9. 10. Alright. So now we wait. We've got mirrors there that show some other place, but oh well. Alright. Where's our friend that was in the F-15? I don't see him here. One thing I know I forgot to do was bring a countermeasure pod and a gun, a machine gun pod. Oh well, next time. Okay, the missiles are ready. We'll bring up the code here and change our default code to 1688. Enter. Cool. So there's another another Harrier inbound to the same target. We've got an A10C on station. Ooh. We did have an A10. Ooh, where's the A10 and the Harrier gone? Oh wow. There might be something ahead of us. Just lost 2 aircraft. Okay, let's
At 6,000, flanking. Focus. In field 1-1. Request bogey dope. Enfield 1-1. Focus.
059, they're directly ahead of me. 45, flanking at 11,000. There they are. There he is. Okay, departing from Godard. Okay, well I'm up at Foxtrot Kilo, but I dare say I might need some help in a minute. Oh, is that another couple of 29s? Let's get some bogey dope again.
Bra 074. Focus. In field 1-1. Request bogey dope. Enfield 1-1. Focus. Bra 079. 435.
35. So yeah, it's a 29 over. There's a 29 over there. I don't think he's really worried about us. Okay, so we have 055 for 31. Alright, so we might just do a slight course correction, come around to 055. On and on. Okay, so I do see a target off to my right. That's probably the F-15, quite high, 18,000 feet. Yeah. See if we can at least get in here and get rid of some of the weight that we're carrying, and then we might be able to get in there and get to those 29. So a quick correction here. This thing. Sorry guys about the green screen just for a second while I sort it out. There we go. Alright, let's get another bogey dope before Oh shit. Whew.
Enfield 1-1, focus.
Let's scrap that. Where have you go?
25,000, flanking.
There you are. Oh, it's a lot of weight to pull around. Come on, recover. Where are you? Where'd you go? Let's get out of there.
Focus, bra,
Ooh.
130, Fort 110, at 12,000, flanking.
Oh. Really? Really? I'd slowed up too far. You're going past me. Really? Ah, whatever. Okay. I don't believe it, but sure. Whatever. Sochi. It's a shorter trip than that. Select roll. Ooh, they're probably not going to let me choose an A10 down this far. Nah, they're all reserved. Sochi guys. Mirage 2000, Mirage 2000. Do I take the Mirage? Should we try the Mirage? I don't know how to fire a missile. Engine flame out, restart position. B scan. Range, target heading, target closing speed, target altitude, radar number lines, radar scan. Okay, let's do it. Where are we? Oh, down here. Okay. The Mirage again. So, it's this guy. That guy. No. Oh, fuck it, I've already forgotten. Cockpit and gauges. No, I want startup. Startup procedure. No, so you. Oh yeah. You. One, two, three. Close. There's lights too here, isn't there? Probably want to put those guys on. Anti-collision light. Nav. MS. Does that work when we're outside? No. Alright. That one. And that. Oh, something's coming to scream. Oh. Sorry. So I am on the US server, the US through the Inferno server. So if you're in Australia, which I think you are, the US through the Inferno service. So there'll be 2 through the Infernos. The one with the higher ping is the US one. And I am down in Gadada, am I? Yeah, I'm in Gadada. And that didn't fire. Alright, he's still not firing. So, ground crew, rearm and repair. Well, that's got the loadout we want anyway. NATO.
Request rearming.
Oh, wow.
Copy.
That's loud. Okay, so what am I not doing right here? So startup procedure. You guys go on, you go on. Ah, the vent needs to be on something other than... It needs to be on the right, which is fine.
Rearming complete.
Why won't this start up? You on, you on. Yawn. All those guys are on. Yep. That. So 19 is ignition ventilator, switch to left or right. It's far right. Start a fuel pump to the right. Left. Start a fuel pump 22. Left click. And press ignition switch and wait for it to start up. I'm waiting. Done run 4150. Pilot heat, yeah. Maybe I can't have the lights on. None of that happens. None of that happens. That's it cut off. I don't know what's going on here.
G'day.
Hey, buddy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Maybe I'll reselect an aircraft. Maybe I've got a busted aircraft. Oh, wow. Sorry, mate.
I'm down at Sukumi.
Oh, okay, you're just a little bit further down the coast than me. I'm just up at Gadada.
Yeah, no worries. I'll fly up to you.
Okay, buddy. Pre-flight. Okay, so that... Alright, so let's close the hatch. Maybe we've got to close the canopy. Maybe that's a thing. Close. Lock. And then it's... Pre-flight is that. Yep. Okay, set the machine back to the battery to on. Alternators all on. Okay, so on, clear, 17. No, we don't have to worry about that. So then it's emergency hydraulic pump switch, which is the third one. And then it's left. And then 20 is off. Is fuel shutoff valve open, switch to the right and cover closed. Yep. And then it's left and right low pressure fuel pumps set to on, which is to the right. On. Oh, there we go. That's what we wanted. The hell? And then you move the throttle forward a little bit. What the hell is going on here? Okay, so that's shut down now. So we'll just click that again. Right. I do not know what I'm doing here. I'm doing everything the manual tells me to do. At 11, move the throttle forward a little bit and then back. Nine. We'll try this one more time. I think I got what it is. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Now she's coming up online. It's funny the sand in this cockpit. Finally got this thing started. Alright, so you off. Okay, so you off, so you, 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 you. Oh no, the wait time is nuts on this server. I don't know why. Up one. We got that's on that, and we go 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1. Okay, that's that done. Pilot heat, lights. Parking brake is on at the moment. We're going to do a test. Can't wait for the green light. Don't know how long it actually takes in this. Done. Test. Jetstream, you were on voice before, but you disappeared. That's done. Okay, so that we should have that. All right, and we need radios. That. All stations, DJ Sean radio check. All stations, DJ Sean radio check.
Got you loud and clear.
Copy, thanks. 120, we'll track here at 260. Alright, we are good to go, I believe. We have a park brake warning, that's fine. Release the parking brake. Oh wow, destroy those infantry. Jet dude, here he comes. He's 75 and he's 757, he's F15. Okay, so we're going to taxi runway 33 Gedada for the north. Traffic Gedada, DJ Sean, single Mirage, taxi runway 33, traffic Gedada. Oh, we don't have our taxi light. There we go.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's better, buddy. I can hear you now.
Fantastic.
I see you're in the F15.
Yeah, that's me. I'll just pop it a quick flyer if you want.
I'm just taxiing to depart now. Okay, so we got a solid P, so let's put that guy in standby mode.
I'll fly over and then make a right-hand turn and then pull back up to you once you have become airborne if you want.
Okay, copy. Well, I'm about to line up now and get going.
Yeah, no worries.
Here comes the F-15 now. Wait for him to do his thing and we'll get going. You're not going to need those later. Traffic Gedada, DJ Sean, Mirage 2000 now departs runway 33, climbing for the north, traffic Gedada. Identified there is 266 on your radio. If you do Control Shift Escape, it should bring up a little pop-up like I've got in my stream down the bottom left, and you should be able to see which radio you're broadcasting on. All right, let's go. Alrighty. Now that we're airborne, let's get the radar running. Okay, so if I zoom in a little bit, what have I got here? Oh, we've got a target there, so if I move my little cursor around, see, and I lock him. Okay, 122. What frequency will I go on for combat? Probably make it nice and easy and do 243. So 243 AM.
What altitude are you at?
I'm gonna go up to Angels 30, mate. What am I tracking here? Where's that? What's that 18?
What are you at the moment?
I think I'm just over on top of you, actually.
Yeah, okay, I'm just having a look around.
Yeah, I'm at 12,000 feet, and you're at 4,000, I think. We're pretty much directly over top of each other.
Okay, no worries, I'll
What are we shooting down? Well, I don't really know what I'm doing, so probably a friendly. So we've got a oh, we lost him. So we're doing a climb up here through, what are we? Angel 16. 243, okay. DJ Sean, radio check.
555.
555, thanks. Alright, I hear you, buddy. So what we got? There he is again. Okay, so what information does this give me? His target bearing, radar operation. So his target designation caret information, which is okay. So he's going to be off to my right a little bit. We've got a whole bunch of F-15s out there. Okay, so let's turn our lights off here because we're not going to go to combat with lights. On 1, 2, and 3. So I can move the radar around. No worries, buddy. I am heading 310 out of Gadada. I don't know how to tell friendly on this. What are we at? 30,000 feet. Okay. Let's turn now. now that we've got him locked, probably want to turn those off, the mags. If we change that to that view, does that look different? Yeah, it does. Locked him up. I see 6.7. What's that? What's this? The 6.7 mean? Target bearing. 6.2. He's got a little yellow target locked H versus V. Target's locked, yeah. Target closing speed is the bottom right. We've got this moving to the underneath me. Yeah, okay, it's an F15 I've got. Alright. So, what we need to do is get onto AWACS to... what have I done wrong here? So that's... No, that one. Two, 6, 7, 2, 4, 3. There we go. You, and we get AWACS. AWACS, bogey dope.
Focus. In field. 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Oh, we're on descent. Doing AWACS, bogey dope.
In field. 1-1. Request bogey dope.
So that is, I guess, okay, so that's the distance. So this is top down. That's between those two altitudes. What do we got that's there? So if we zoom you in, what are you? So if we go over there, oh, we disappeared. Okay, so why can't I see briefing? What's AWACS here? ATC air to ground combat's 124, AWACS 254. That would be it. So 2, 5, 3, 2, 5, 4. There we go. Alright, jump on AWACS now. AWACS, bogey dope.
Focus. In field. 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Oh. What's off to my right and low? A whole bunch of crap. Oh, I see shots down there. Still can't get bogey dope. What about this time on the UHF AWACS? Bogey dope.
Infield 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Nothing again. Okay. Well, we're just doing what we do. I can't get raise AWACS to get bogey dope. Can you?
Yeah, I'm not getting anything either.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that Mirage is a bit of a rocket, isn't it?
I think the F-15's quicker, isn't it?
It probably is. I'm just carrying a rather heavy load. That might be why.
Yeah, I'm going to come around to about heading 120. I'm going to turn right now.
Roger.
Oh, that trim on this aircraft. It is diabolical. Okay, let's have another look here. We got all this crap behind us. I can't seem to raise JTAC to get any AWACS or anything here. Oh, getting close to me.
For me it's clean, so when I request bogey dope it says clean.
What channel are you doing that on? Is it 254 or 266?
In the F-15 I think it doesn't matter on which channel you are because you can't switch the channel in cockpit, so I only do it with the communication menu.
Okay, copy.
Up on your right hand side.
Copy. Copy.
Focus. Infield 1-1. Request bogey dope.
That's pretty cool. Oh, there we go. Focus plane. That is a cool shot. That is a very cool shot. Okay, over to you. Center tank is empty. Okay, so master arm. How do we select that center pod?
Look at your right hand side.
That's pretty damn close. Yeah, there is nothing about, hey. See, that's dropping bombs. Oh, I've got mirrors again. All I can see is F15 out my mirrors. So cool. Okay, so... It might go. Underneath me? There he is. Okay, weaponry. How do I turn? Ah, autopilot. There it is. Alright, so we're on the climb. So we don't want to be on the climb. So 33, so let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 400. Autopilot. Altitude.
Focus. Infield 2-1. Request picture. Infield 2-1. Focus. Clean.
3-3, there we go. Bang on, maintaining 3-3. Okay, so that's that. this pod and lose some weight. Sorry guys, I'm just looking up through the manual at the moment on how to do this. Doesn't actually tell you how to do it. Hits keep on coming. Alright, so we might do something else. Hey Tim. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me, buddy?
Yes.
Okay, copy. I'm thinking my RTB, if there's going to be no action.
Yes, would be great. I will follow you.
So we're there. Katasi. I might head to Katasi actually, so heading 174. Alright. So how do we change the heading here with this guy? Body lasing countermeasures, ECM autopilot, hold. Also got altitude mode. Mirage is a specific way to control the aircraft. Normally the pilot engages the autopilot and set off for This is the trim hat for navigating, adjusting flight parameters external with the AP is engaged. Okay, so 174.
We're gonna RTB.
Oh. Yeah, we are. I don't know why I just did that.
Yeah, strange.
Sorry guys, that was a bit rough. Alright, so we're gonna go, what is it? 182. Gonna be up to, we're gonna be about heading 182 and then start descending her very soon. The 66 miles 182.
What do you reckon at initial pitch?
Sorry, buddy?
And you want to break into the circuit, initial pitch maybe?
We'll just join left. Right base for runway 26.
Okay, no worries, we'll just follow you in.
Yeah, copy. Mate, we're going to join right base for runway 26 at the airport. We're going to Kutaisi, so just follow my lead.
Thank you.
You off. You to stand by. This? We are 182 for 49 miles. God, he's close. There's nothing around. I haven't been to Kutaisi for ages, so we're going to land there. Middle one, the right of the two long ones. Tell you about heading 175. Come about heading 175. We'll come about to heading 175. Can we see the airport? Yes, directly ahead of us. Is that it directly ahead of us? I kind of feel like that's not. That's this little guy here. And he's just past that. So if we're going over the top of that, he's going to be out there. There it is. Right there. Yeah.
Hey, Sheen.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Finally sorted it. I guess I can't watch a live stream while
we're slowing up
to the server, so.
Okay, copy. Jetstream, we're going to start slow up. Coming off the power now.
Yeah, roger.
Oh, shit.
Airport's off to our right there, guys. Airport's off to our right.
Roger, start space now.
Hi, how you going? Trying to do a formation landing here. Turning in.
We're just going to land at the same time, are we?
Yeah, if you can.
I've got to run now, might be on later.
Alright, buddy. We had a crash ahead of us. Someone crash?
Yes, the first one.
Okay, copy. There's just no action on this server.
Field 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Repeat, please.
There was just no action on this server at all.
Yes, unfortunately. I mean, the first 10 minutes you were shut down and then there was no other enemy aircraft.
Yeah.
about we go to the big parking spots back here?
Okay, copy. I'll just have to do a 3-point turn if I can.
Oh, sorry. Just take the spot you're now turning in. No problem.
No, I think I can turn. Yeah, I can make it. Coming to you now.
Focus. Infield. 1-1. Request bogey dope.
There we go.
Thank you for the wonderful flight.
Very welcome, buddy. Thank you. I'll see you again soon.
Yes, I hope so. I will stand by for a stream and then join, and maybe we can do a flight together again.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll try and find some enemy this time. Tim, you got me muted anyway. But Tim, I'll see you later.
All right, I'm going to leave. See you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Alrighty, guys. I've probably been sitting in this chair for way too long today, so I might end the stream there for the DCS stream. I want to thank everyone for joining me, and thanks to the followers, especially the subscribers and the donators. Without you, none of this could happen. So thank you all very much. So that's probably DCS for tonight. I am tweaking the schedule a little bit for the stream, so stay glued to Twitter to get all the latest info. Anyway, I'll leave you with another trailer of the upcoming F-18 Hornet and golf map, but until then, we'll see you soon.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.